Welcome. In this video, I will show you how Google Earth Studio works. We will create a camera movement in a few steps, set keyframes, control zoom and perspective, adjust speed and transitions, and experiment with the result so that you can use it directly in your video editing program.
Yay.
Yes, then let's just start. The first thing we need to do, we need to go to the website of Google Earth. It's very simple. It's earth.google.com. You then need to log in with your Google account. And once you've done that, you'll see this exact web page. Now we have several options. We can choose to start with a blank project, or we have the option for, well, quick start. We'll do that now to quickly show how it works. So we click on Quick Start. Once we've clicked on Quick Start, we see some templates that have already been predefined. We can now use these for our project, for example, zoom in or zoom to. Then we have the corresponding circling orbit. Then we have the point to point. You can see exactly how it flies there accordingly. Then we have the spiral shape or spiral, and we have one last option. If you right-click here, which is my favorite, it's fly to and orbit. Let's actually choose that first. Click on it and press start. Now we have to consider which object, which building, or what we actually want to do now. I'll just say, I want to fly to the Empire State Building and circle around the building, just like I saw in the template. I liked that. So I have already written it down here, defined it immediately, then click on next. When I have done that, a preview comes up. How does it look now if I want to use it untouched? You can see it zooms in to circle the building, but honestly, it's not quite what I want yet. So we have a few options here to adjust. We can adjust the height accordingly. I'll say it like this. We take this here, adjust it a bit more. We can change the radius, need to go further back, and leave everything as it is. Then click here on Next. Now we have the option to define how long the entire clip should last. Let's say
15 seconds.
Click on Continue. Now we come to a typical project view. Down here we have a timeline. We can move back and forth a bit here. It stutters up here. Don't worry, that's normal. As it hasn't been rendered yet, it just takes a little time. Then we have the option here to adjust the corresponding positions in the timeline. Since we're doing a kind of, let's say, quick guide, I leave it as it is. But you can adjust some functions here, as mentioned.
Play it back. How does it look?
It zooms in, it rotates. As mentioned, the jerking is completely normal here. Rotates, rotates, rotates. We can also see that down here in the timeline, just as I wanted it. Good, then it's as we wanted it. I now press on Render at the top right. When I do that, the whole thing will be rendered, just as I want it. So let's just take Empire. As it is stored in the cloud with Google. Then we have options to specify here. We can say we only want to save an image or as a video, as MPEG-4. We can define the frames. We can adjust the quality, that is the resolution. We can adjust where we want the Google Earth logo. Now I'll just leave it as it is now. And as I said, you can experiment with it comfortably. There are also corresponding VR options, but we'll leave it as it is and just send it off. So now it's running in the background. And we can now say, hey, let's start a new project or see what it's currently doing with the rendering. And where do we see that? There is a menu up here, namely under Animation or Animation, there is the Cloud Renders. So now you can also see other projects that I have done before, a few test things. For example, let's take this here. I once took the pyramids of Giza. Here you can also see it in miniature. I also clicked on my Times Square accordingly. You can also see Times Square, and I can download it now. It is also stated that it is only downloadable for a certain time, and after that, it is no longer available. but you can click it again to have it rendered anew, and then it is accessible again, so you can download it. Now up here you can see Empire is still in the queue. It will take a little longer. You can also see here how long we've been waiting, and I'll take an example now. We'll take Times Square again here. I would like to have that now. Let's click to enlarge it. It looks like this. It zooms in here now. It stutters a little bit. This is just a preview. This is now what I just said. Hey, I want this now. Or as I said, what I just showed briefly. These are now the pyramids in Egypt, the Giza. That's how it will look. These are just examples. Yes, you can start several, as mentioned. Then you can see the progress here, like how far along is it now? I also did a few tests earlier with the Empire State Building. That's not quite, well, let's say, it's okay. We can now say here in the Cologne Cathedral, exactly, that was quite a while ago. It should restart it again. The download has already expired. As you see, you can restart it again. It will be rendered again, and you could download it. As I said, it's nicely done. You can let it run in the background. You don't have to wait until it's finished here. You can easily start with the next project or, do something else. Yes, what does it look like? We'll take Times Square here. This is now our example with the Empire State Building. Let's take Times Square, download it, and we have it here. And we can open it. I'll open this now and drag it in here. This is basically on another window, but it's not working right now. I just noticed. Not a problem. We'll leave it. As I said, you can download it, you can display it, and as I said, it will work. So now the Empire State Building video is finished. We can already see it here on a small scale. There it is in a circle. Let's start from the beginning again. It zooms in, turns, it jerks here. As I said, this is a preview of what we are seeing, but in the end, it's exactly what we wanted. Not bad at all. Really, really not bad. As I said, you can download it here now. Exactly. Just load it into your video editing software as you would like it. Yes, and that's all there is to it. So you can easily create your projects. As I said, you can take templates, but you can also decide to use the whole thing not as a template anymore, but as an empty project. That's possible too. Then you have all the setting options. And that's what I will show you in another video.